Today, we're going to talk about something that really affects all of us at some point. The things patients worry about but don't always say out loud. It's about looking beyond the medical charts and into what's really going on inside.
Okay, so just a quick heads up before we dive in. The case we're going to look at is hypothetical. So the person isn't real, but the situation, it's very real for so many people. And that's what we're trying to get a handle on today. So let's set the scene. Imagine this. We've got a 36-year-old woman. She's just been told she has a benign mass in her uterus. Benign means non-cancerous, which is good news, right? And she's scheduled for a partial hysterectomy to take care of it.
Now, from a purely medical perspective, things look pretty good. The doctors are telling her, hey, we see this all the time. It's relatively easy to manage. So on paper, logically, she should be feeling pretty reassured, wouldn't you think? But this is exactly where what the chart says and what a human being feels can be two totally different things. You can see it laid out here. You've got her husband on one side. He means well, for sure, but he's just repeating what the doctors said, thinking her reaction is a bit exaggerated. But then you have her reality. She's constantly uneasy, she can't sleep, and all that logic, it's not helping one bit. And that huge gap between them brings us to the core question here. If all the medical facts are pointing towards everything will be fine, then what's being missed? What's going on under the surface that her husband, and really any of us in that situation, should be thinking about? Well, the answer really starts with this simple idea. An illness is never just about what's in the medical file. It's like it brings this whole other world of worries and fears with it, stuff that's really, really hard to talk about. Let's just start with the biggest one, the one that's always lurking in the background, fear of suffering and death. I mean, even if the doctor says the word benign, just hearing you have an illness can set off these primal alarms. It's this deep, powerful emotional thing that a logical explanation just can't touch. And it doesn't stop with that one big fear. It's like a snowball effect of all these other anxieties. The uncertainty about what's next, the dread of tests or procedures that might be painful or embarrassing. Then there's the thought of a long hospital stay and just being cut off from your normal life, your job, your friends, your family. That isolation is huge. And then you get those quiet moments, the ones where your brain just won't shut off, and this one question just keeps popping up. Why me? Why is this happening to me? And that's when this whole thing goes from being a medical issue to something deeply, deeply personal. And that personal struggle can turn into a real internal battle. First, you've got the guilt, right? Worrying about all the things at home you can't take care of. Then there's this feeling of being trapped, like you've lost all your privacy and freedom. Some people even start to wonder if they're being punished for something. And on top of all that, you're worried about the future, worried you won't be brave enough or hopeful enough to get through it all. When all of these hidden worries pile up, the weight can be absolutely crushing. It can make a person feel completely and utterly alone. It's like the illness just starts to eat away at your sense of who you are, your dignity, your worth, your place in the world. So what's the bottom line here? It's actually pretty simple. If we really want to help someone who's sick, we have to change our perspective. We've got to look past the diagnosis, past the lab results, and see the whole person, the whole experience. And that's really the main takeaway. The invitation is for everyone, families, medical staff, friends, to start thinking about all these hidden factors. Because that's what real holistic care is all about. It's not just about fixing the medical problem, it's about caring for the entire person. So I want to leave you with this question to think about. Knowing all this now, knowing that these deep, unspoken fears are swimming just under the surface, how can we all get better at listening for what's not being said? How do we make it safe for people to share these burdens so they don't have to carry them all alone, and so we can help make that load just a little bit lighter?